What up, though? And welcome to Let's Time Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Tuesday, Two-Piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever you eating Tuesday, September 27th, 2022, on deck for today's show. LL looks at possible replacements for Safety Tracy Walker. You know, we lost that cat to a season-ending Achilles tear. Coach Jones discusses how the Lions will have to go with a running back by committee approach with a couple more injuries to DeAndre Swift. And I talk about how the Lions open as big favorites versus Seattle on Sunday. But before we get into all that, man, I got to bring in the rest of the crew, man, on this Two-Piece Tuesday, man. Y'all know who it is. Big Huggy from the Yak, man. The lady's pet. That man's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
Was on Prowl Nation, and good morning.
Man, y'all know who it is, man, with that Scully this morning, man. As that boxing pride of Jackson, Michigan, man. It is who?
The Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let's go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby.
Welcome back to the show, people, man. You know, we got that big announcement yesterday. Our fears were confirmed that Tracy Walker is out for the season with a torn Achilles. But LL, let's take a look at some of the people who may step in for that cat. What you got, my man?
Well, I don't want to say devastating, but big injury to one of our better players, Tracy Walker, one of our defensive captains, and you can kind of see a shift in our defensive game plan once Tracy Walker went out yesterday or Sunday as well. But as they say, next man up, and we may not even have to look outside of our building to find his possible replacements. With at least in my mind, DeShon Elliott being a natural in the box safety, maybe this might be a part of the plan. Maybe move him over to Tracy Walker's spot and then find a replacement for DeShon Elliott. We got a couple of guys that might be able to do that as well. If the game plan is to move DeShon Elliott over and then replace the free safety. Of course, we drafted a possible replacement, and that's the rookie out of Illinois. That's Kerby Joseph. Kerby Joseph, we've seen at 31 out there, kind of limited. He hasn't been getting that much playing time. And in preseason, I joked around that I might hate him soon. So I'm hoping that maybe he can pick up some things in between now and then. So if he does, see the field a little bit more, I won't be saying things like I hate him. But the replacement that I kind of want to see is Ife Malifonwu. He's been, going through his transition to free safety, but injuries have kind of slowed that. But that could be the possible replacement for DeShon Elliott if we move him over to Tracy Walker's spot. If we decide to keep DeShon Elliott in his current spot at free safety or just a safety, I don't know if they list him at free and strong, but we could go with the guy they replaced him on Sunday, and that's the veteran Juju Hughes. He stepped in, on Sunday, played per this article, played 63 defensive snaps in Minnesota. So, that could be a possible replacement as well. I personally don't want that replacement, but I guess we'll see. Those are some options. If Curt or you, Mike, if you guys have some other options, or if you want to say which pairing that you would want to see going forward, let me know.
Yeah, I'm looking at the free agent market or, guys that's out there. You're looking at a lot of box safeties, not a lot of free safeties out there. Like Landon Collins, he's a strong safety. He's still out there, young guy, still 28 years old. Actually, I like DeShon Elliott in that strong safety type of role, that box safety where, they were interchangeable. He was kind of interchangeable with Walker, but Walker played mostly on the back end. You only saw Walker on the line of scrimmage when he was, coming for a blitz, and then, you would see Elliott push back. I think I agree with you. I think they stay in house to replace with Juju Hughes or Iffy. You look at those two guys. Kerby Joseph, now you look at Joseph and Iffy, they got the speed to play that free safety spot, and Kerby Joseph played that a lot at Illinois. He needs some seasoning to become a starter at the NFL level, though. He hasn't played a lot So he needs some more experience. Not saying that right now that if he doesn't have that experience playing safety, but he has some experience playing in the league. Whoever it is going to have to get some experience at the, being a starting safety, because nobody on our roster besides Elliott has started safety. You look at Juju Hughes, he was a spot guy out there in LA. He wasn't a starting safety, but he came in, played some rotational pieces in safety out in LA. So it's going to be one of those things. It's going to be a trial by fire, whoever we put back there. I like Joseph though. I think he needs to. I think what the plan may be is to like play him occasionally, kind of rotate him in to kind of give him some experience before we can put him back there permanently until Walker gets back next year. Whoever it is going to have to get trial by fire, pretty much. Whoever it is going to have to, be thrown into the mix. Because
learn on the job.
Yeah, because you look at the guys that's out there, like unless we trade for someone, trade for a free safety, I don't see a free safety out there for us to go get. It's just not they're just not out there, as far as to sign a free agent. So we would have to trade someone to get a free safety right now. And what are people willing to give up, right now in the season? Probably not a lot. We probably have to give up more than what the guy's probably worth to get him on the roster right now, just to be honest with you. So what you got, Coach Jones?
Well, just to clarify some things, man. I think that Iffy is our number one. That's our number one go-to guy. I like Iffy over the top of the defense. Just his size, he's rangy. I like him back there in that free safety role, and Deshaun Elliott playing in the box. I just like it, man. I think that's our best option. A lot of people, know that when you go from a cover guy, it's easier to go to free safety than it is to box safety. A lot of people, like our team, we'll flip guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And I just think him protecting that back end is good. I wouldn't go with Landon Collins because, like you said, Curt, he's a box safety. And we already got 2 box safeties. You know what I'm saying, on our team. So yeah. And okay, I'm about to say it. I'm gonna say it, Curt.
What's that?
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
No, he is not. No.
Yeah.
Leave his ass out there in the corner. Leave us on the corner.
Listen. Now, his transition to cornerback does make him a good option to play the back end. Now, he played box safety. He played where he was covering the slot. He's not good at that. We all know that. He's not a good guy to cover the slot. But he can give help over the top, blanketing guys. So if you trust him on the outside, you know what I'm saying, to play corner, then you can trust him at a free safety, man. I'm just saying.
Man, leave him on the far corner with the rest of the tricks. I'm just
saying, covering the slot corners, slot receivers, he's trash. He can't do that. But as far as him covering the outside guy or playing over top of the defense, I might give him a look, man. I mean, hey,
I
give Bobby Price a look before I give. I'll give Price a look before I give Will Harris a look. I'm just saying.
It's different, man.
Will you see me in will you see me in the street? No. Get the hell out of here with that. Hey, man. If y'all like the content, man, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. LM, what we got for the family discussion topic for today, man?
Family discussion topic on this 2-Piece Tuesday: who should replace Safety Tracy Walker? And this is something I was going to ask you guys is on the tail end of that. Add this to the family discussion topic, or just answer this in the comments. If there is a trade, compensation aside, we just thinking about imagination or who you like to see. Drop that name as well. If there is a trade out there, maybe with somebody we could bring in, somebody y'all think you fit. drop that in there as well. Go ahead. You know how we do the comment cards. We pick 6 of them things to be read on the next show, and we'll shout you out as well. So are we heading to pay them bills, Curt?
You know what it is, man. You know we got to pay some bills, so let's go ahead and do those things, man. Hey, get yourself some Lions gear. You know I'm rocking that 2022 on field cap at fanatics.com. They just released the Salute to Service gear. All the proceeds from the Salute to Service gear go to veteran organizations like USO or Wounded Warrior. So get yourself some Lions gear over at fanatics.com. That link's in the description below. Man, you know, help a veteran out. You know, Curt's a veteran. I get my Salute to Service gear every year. So, you know, when mine comes in, I will be rocking it right here on the show. While you're out on the internet, man, go ahead and check out Lions Nation Unite. If you're doing it on your mobile device, you can download the app in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store, or you can go to lionsnationunite.com. And while you're over there, man, it's always game day in the LNU shop. So get yourself some Lions Nation Unite gear at lnushop.com. While you checking out them, go over to DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com. Check out our content over there, man, and get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at LionsOnTheProwlShop.com. If you're that Wolverine on Saturday and you a Lion on Sunday, like the Wolverine himself, go to Wolverine.com, man. Get yourself some gear over there, man. Coach Mike will hook you up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be free, but he got your gear for you at Wolverine.com. They got some good shirts and stuff over there, man. Some hoodies, all that good gear over there. And if you're going to support a good cause, go over to the Roar Up Foundation, my man, by Lion Man, and support the American Cancer Society of Michigan, man. That's always good. Shout out to my man, Lion Man. Roar Up, man. That's some good gear, man. I got the rock band. They have a veteran one over there. I'm gonna rock that with my 2022 Salute to Service gear as well. All right. So we paid some bills, you know what I'm saying? Got that out the way. So the Lions got some decisions to make because DeAndre Swift is hurt again. Nursing a shoulder and an ankle injury, man. Coach Jones, holler at me about what the Lions need to do about that.
You know me, I've been watching the waiver wire and see what's been going on. Ain't really nothing been going on, man. And so I expect the Lions to today at some point in time, or maybe Wednesday, to call up Jamar Jefferson from the practice squad, just to be that kind of extra guy, just in case something go wrong. But this is one reason why I believe the Lions picking up Justin Jackson was key. He's the only running back that offers that elusiveness that DeAndre Swift had. You know, Jamal Williams he has some speed to him now. He's a power guy. Craig Reynolds is a power guy. Justin Jackson is the only one that offers you a little bit of shake and bake and can get downfield and can play slot receiver at times and things of that nature, like DeAndre Swift. So I fully expect that Justin Jackson will have a bigger role. He should have a bigger role moving forward, but we all know Craig Reynolds, that man runs so hard. That's Adrian Peterson Jr. You know what I'm saying, man? But because he's a tough guy, man. But you know, I don't really think the Lions will sign anybody. I think they'll just bring up Jamar and you know, and I really do expect that Craig Reynolds, because he played so good last year in the times where we had no running backs on our roster that was good. When Jamal Williams was down, DeAndre Swift was down. So Craig Reynolds, Netflix. We don't want Hulu. We want Netflix. That's what we want.
We want the Netflix version.
We want Netflix. We don't want Hulu. We don't want Amazon Prime.
Anyway.
We don't want none of that. We want Netflix, man. But tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that we should go and look outside the organization, or are we good with the guys that we have?
Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's time to sit Swift until the Dallas game. We got some time until I think we got some time to kind of get him healthy, and that's the Dallas games after the bye. So Williams will be the starter. Jamal Williams will be the starter. Netflix and Justin Jackson, I think, will fill in that committee, running back by committee. Williams doesn't have the speed to attack the outside zones. You know, he had a good run on Sunday, but that's a rare occasion. He just doesn't. He's a downhill runner. That's what he is. Jackson has the speed to hit the outside corner, those outside zones. but he got to hang on to the ball, man. He had, a little bit of fumbleitis, you know what I'm saying, out there in the preseason. Reynolds is that change of pace back. He can hit the outside. He's a downhill runner, but he does have a little bit of speed to hit the outside. He can do a little bit of everything, catch the ball out of the backfield. So he's that change of pace back where he can do a little bit of everything. You don't know what's going to come with him. You know what you're going to get out of Jackson and out of Williams. But the Williams the running back room will be okay until Swift gets healthy. I think they will. To me, my opinion is they sit him for a couple of weeks, man, let him get healthy, heal that ankle up, man, until after the bye week. That's the kind of luxury of having the bye week kind of early. You can get him healthy enough where he can be ready for the second stretch of the season. What you got, Ella?
Well, I don't want to take away from what either of you gentlemen just said. So I'll ask this. This is a intriguing question. I've been thinking about this lately. I think about the draft and think about whatever in the hell. And I'm not saying we need to draft a starting running back, but is Swift our starting running back going forward? Like, I feel like he may have proved it. Maybe we can't, or maybe he can't be a bell cow. Maybe that's not what, if that's what they're looking for, then he's not that. But, we might be able to get, like a quote unquote starting running back and then have Swift fill in and do everything else. I feel like he'd be astronomical in that role. Like, cause he can run it, he can catch it, he can do every single thing. But maybe we just can't rely on him to do that, 25 times a game. So maybe looking forward, we might need to find somebody to, maybe start the games or like what the topic says, maybe we need to go forward with running back as by committee and not just rely solely on DeAndre Swift. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, a lot of teams have done that. A lot of teams have went to the running back by committee. You look at it, it's a league where running back isn't a position where, you don't have too many bell cow backs in the NFL anymore. You have a couple, like Henry down there. Even he has a solid backup. So even with Jonathan Taylor up there in Indianapolis, which rest in peace, that's who Jim wanted the Lions to draft out of Wisconsin, I believe, right? But you look at I think we're headed in that direction. I like Swift. I like what he brings. He has a good skill set, but we can't stay healthy. So we may look at drafting another guy who come in. I think Williams is good for now, but I think he's getting a little long in the tooth, and it's time to kind of, it may be time to move on from Swaggy. I like, it's not personal against him, but I like I want that power. I like a power guy, but I do like a little more giddy up, and Williams doesn't have a lot of giddy up in his arsenal.
One thing that comes to mind is the Philadelphia Eagles when they had Westbrook and Darren Sproles. I feel like DeAndre Swift is more of a Darren Sproles type of guy, and we need to use him more in the as a change of pace guy. I think he's a change of pace guy, and we need a guy to be that 1 through 3 down guy. So I hate to say it, but it is what it is, man. But hey, if you like this content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, get on your laptops, the separate ones all, you know how we do it, man. Help us get these views up, man, and get these subscriptions up, man. That's what we're trying to do. But what you got up next, Curt?
All right, so it's time for me to talk about what I talk about today. For the first time in a long time, the Lions are big favorites heading into a game. The Lions are 6-point betting favorites. That's what we were underdogs going into the Minnesota game. We are now the favorites by 6 points heading into the game versus the Seahawks. This is the first time the Lions have been favored by more than 6 games since 2018, when they were 6.5 favorites on Jets against the Jets that on Monday Night Football, and we know how that game turned out. Yeah. But that was a different regime. Now the over under is 50 combined points for this game. Now the Seahawks are one of the 4 games that the Lions were favored in when the schedule came out earlier in the spring. I think the Lions should cover. I don't think the spread is going to go down. I don't see it going down. You look at the Seahawks, they're in freaking shambles right now. You look at how that team is, they are absolutely like decimated with injury. Like, you think we got some injured players. You look at, they got Jamal Williams is out. Yeah, you got Quandre Diggs is out.
I didn't know that.
They running backs is They lost Chris Carson in the preseason. He was in there retiring. So you look at this team, Geno Smith's the starter. They ain't got a lot of stuff going on over there in Seattle, man. So I think we should cover. I think 6 points is. I think the Lions will cover. I think we win this game by at least 10, and then if not, maybe 14. But I mean, it wasn't a surprise that we were favored by this much going into this game.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think if it was on the road at Seattle, we might be underdogs. But because it's at Ford Field, because of the injuries, like you said, because they're rebuilding, but they're kind of with the Lions and the process step. If they're rebuilding, they're like the Lions last year. Maybe not the same overall roster talent. They got a few more pieces, but they're in that step. So from that speaking, you know, they're underdogs, coming on the road, coming to Ford Field, and I think the Lions need to take advantage, and the Lions should win by 2 touchdowns. I noticed the spreads are a lot narrower nowadays. Like this is big underdogs, and then our big, we're the betting favorite, and we're a big betting favorite, but it's only 6.5. It used to be like, oh, they 17-point favorite, but you don't see that no more. Now 6.5 points is a big spread, and that just shows you the talent gap is narrow in the NFL, man. So, but yeah, we should come out victorious.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, when you look at Geno Smith, man, he's got 717 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a QBR of 62.2. His QBR his quarterback rating is for the season is 108 or something like that for the season. If you look at him, I'm sorry, his quarterback rating is 70. No, for his career is 78. 78. He's got 100 for this season so far. He's been sacked already 6 times this season. Their offensive line isn't great out there, and it hasn't been great in a long time out there in Seattle, man. What you got, LL?
I don't really know about how they come up with the spreads and all that. Anyway, I'm not gonna say it's too big or anything like that, but I don't know, man. Seattle ain't no chump. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't think we're gonna lose this game, but Seattle ain't no chump. I don't know.
I'm looking at how they're constructed as a whole right now, and you just look at this game. I'm like, it's one of those things.
I'm with you. I think it might be a harder fought game than what might be expected. They only got really toe up in one game, but they caught Denver sleeping, and then they was in it almost to the end with Atlanta. So I don't know. This might be a tougher game than what we expect. Hopefully, hopefully don't be no hoopla involved to swing it one way.
The only thing that they can really expose, the only part that I'm really worried about is DK Metcalf getting downfield and us not having that over the top guy to help blanket him. And then also I'm worried about. You said what?
You read about that? I mean, we did it. We did it. We did it. Justin Jefferson. We could do the DK Metcalf. We could do the DK Metcalf.
They're 2 different type of receivers, though, man. DK Metcalf is a more physical guy, and I'm just like, if there's, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm saying if there's anything to worry about,
that what you worry about,
any reason to have concern, it's DK Metcalf, because AJ Brown, kind of, you know what I'm saying, built in that same physical mold, was a problem, and DK Metcalf, now that we don't have Tracy and we need somebody to blanket him, who's gonna blanket him and or be over the top? Because DJ, I think DK got a little bit more speed than AJ Brown. So
their receiving leaders right now is Tyler Lockett is their number one receiver.
And then Tyler Lockett is another one to worry about, man, because if Okuda is on DK, which I think is a good matchup, Warrior was having oh man, Adam Thielen was giving a Warrior business.
he was taking his he was definitely taking his lunch money. he was taking his lunch money from him for real, man. Like you run your pockets, homie. he was doing it to him, man. I feel you. Metcalf for the season, man, he's got 16 receptions for 135 and a touchdown. That's not great numbers. For me, it's like it has to do with who's throwing on the ball. I mean, I'm not hating on Geno Smith, man, but he is Geno Smith. Well, man, I think
you're gonna mess with my stomach for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, man, because you on that curve.
Yeah, I hope we don't PJ Walker us, man. But anyway, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, man. Join us right here, Detroit Lions of the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions and rumor and numerous. Subscribe to the channel, man. You keep coming back, so be a part of the Prowl Nation family, man. Yeah, you know what we got to do, man. It's time for us to do what? Zip our lip and see what you had to say about the last show. It's time for the comment cards, baby. Man, we got a superstar in the building, in the comment cards, man. It is the 2022 Ford Hall of Fans inductee, my man. Boot up himself. Michael Banks is first in the comments this morning. My man said, "Head Coach Campbell, I love you, man. All I ask, please play to win. Stop playing not to lose." Oh, man, that's a good comment right there. Those days are over. I believe in what you are doing. I believe we can win it all with you. As stated on social media and live on Fox 2 News, man. Look at man, all over the news. I told you we got superstar in the building. He said he won a 14-3 record. 2022 Super Bowl champions, man. Let's go. Boot up. Go Lions, man. That's a little lofty goal for me, brother. I feel you. I believe 7 to 10 wins is still my thing, man. But you know what, Michael Banks, man, you got a great spirit, man. Thank you for commenting in our show, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Lots of optimism. New to the comment, at least new to me to the comment card. Welcome, Ryan Dilts. Says a lot of people are mad at Aaron Glenn, but I don't think he had a lot of choices. Our defense looked beat up and tired, and we needed our other guys we drafted to get out there and play a role in this defense. As they say, it's a lot of blame pat to go around, a lot of slices of blame pat to go around. Aaron Glenn definitely gets his share, but I don't blame everything on Aaron Glenn. Thanks for the comment, Ryan.
Yeah. Did anybody see Austin Bryant in the plan? I don't
know. He was in the game.
I've seen it out there, but I ain't seen him doing nothing else besides being out there.
Okay, all right. Rich Bean says, "Hey, is Rich into the comments?"
Yeah, he's a 2 for today. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, shout out to all the new comment people we have, man. Y'all, hey, thank you, man. We really appreciate y'all. I'm with you, Coach. I was wondering when Cephas was coming in the game, and I believe he did for a few plays toward the end, but look, he trade bait. He's on the trading block. He trade bait, man, because there's no reason for him to be inactive like that.
To be honest with you, you may see him on the field if St. Brown's depends on his injury, how serious it is. Because you know the ankle, he tore the ankle up pretty bad though in that game where he was in some pain.
I gotta say tore it up, man. You could have said he bothered a little bit. You're making me nervous.
All right. So I had my man on yesterday. So he commented again. It's the Vikings fan. He said Base Jaren says, "Hey, I made it into the video. Laugh out loud. Hey, man. You supported your team. We're gonna support ours." He said, "Can't wait till week 14. Good luck the rest of the way. I'm glad to see y'all getting better." Hey, man, we're gonna see y'all week 14. That's gonna be a W for us because y'all escape with that one, and then y'all ain't gonna escape with the next one. Plus with that, I think man, Dalvin Cook gonna be down for a minute, so we might not see that dude on week 14. What you got, Ella?
Let me tell you a short story, Base Jaron. Fuck the Vikings. Friend of the show, Q says, "This team is a monster. Playing this well with all these injuries, still progressing. Go Lions, still 10-7.
Okay.
Thanks for the comment. Nice and very, very good optimism, Q.
Actually, Dalvin Cook is questionable because he played with that shoulder last year. So who knows, man? Rich Bean.
Double dipping when Rich Bean today.
Okay. 2 of them on this 2-piece Tuesday.
Right.
I was so mad I didn't watch any more football the rest of the day. Hell, maybe maybe hell, might be whole week. And to be honest, didn't want to hear Lions talk either. But hey, man, I know how it is, man. I know, you know how you feel when you get that 1 o'clock game, the early game, and you like, oh, this is some bull. But you know, man, don't let it affect your day like that, man. I let it affect me for years, and I'm not doing it no more, man.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Thanks for coming through and supporting the show. Rich Bean said that's he said, but he had to come through to support the show, man. We appreciate you hanging out with us, man. That's why you got the double dip today, man, because you showed us some love, man. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, it was kind of hard for me. Like I caught bits and pieces. Like yesterday, I watched the Yankees game. I didn't even watch the Monday Night Football. I watched baseball. I watched baseball yesterday. So that's what it is, man. Hey, thank you guys for checking us out right here at Detroit Lions on the Prowl. Yo, home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Make sure you follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. TikTok, Instagram, all them things, man. You know. And Thursday's coming up, man. We got 2 days to Thirsty Thursday, man. And you already know that's a great day for us to go over and check out LL's Instagram on a Thursday, man. Every day is good, but Thursday is great. All right. Then now it's time for us, man, to do everyone else's favorite segment of the show. It is time for Dessert with your man, Curt. Man, Grand Zero 12, who just texted me at like 5 something in the morning. Brought to you by the Life of Bites, man. Have some cookies, have some coffee with your dessert with Curt, man. Custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you'll love how they taste, man. All right, so before I got to get into this, man. It's some backlash all around social media for Jamal Williams' celebration, man. The league, people are saying the league should have flagged him for that unsportsmanlike conduct, man. And it's the thing is that they're saying they're going back to the Key and Peele skit with the fella, man. It's like, you know, how many punts, but his wasn't a hip thrust. It was like more of a kind of like a whine. And I'm like, I didn't see what he did that was so terrible. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out there, you know, he wasn't humping the goalposts or something. I mean, he did a little dance, man. I think that was an excessive penalty by the league, man. I don't understand what that referee thought he saw, but I didn't like that at all. Yeah, that was terrible. And I had some, and now, you know, I'm not gonna go into it because I get on a whole nother rant by somebody else said some stupid stuff, and I don't want to do that and mess up the vibe of the show. I'm gonna keep it at. I think it was excessive. That was not worthy of a 15-yard. And Jamal Williams was irritated. He was like, "Man, I've been doing that for years." He said, and so you choose this day to flag me for that penalty, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jamal Williams, man. Keep scoring touchdowns, man. Keep doing your dance, man. Do your dance, man. Keep your swaggerlicious ways about you, brother. But yeah, it's backlash everywhere, man, for that NFL referee, man. I just think that was unnecessary. And it was comical. I mean, and that Key and Peele skit was side by side with Jamal Williams all over social media saying that this is what we're looking at in the NFL right now. That was a no fun league moment for us right there for the Lions on Sunday.
You know what we need to have? We need to start having the refs get fined. Like when you make calls, when we look back on tape, and we should have the league office review the tape and then give ref fines. Yeah,
because that didn't meet the standard for an excessive celebration. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't obscene or anything like that, man. You know, he had a hit roll. He won. I mean, and it wasn't like I can see if he wasn't 100 or nothing. I was. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like he was having simulated sex with the air or something. I don't get it. I don't get it.
He wasn't shoulder rolling, doing none of that.
I don't know what that was, man. But that's your dessert with your man Curt brought to you live by the Life of Bites, man. Custom cookies and dessert for any occasion, man. Hey, you can check out the link in the Facebook in the description. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go on over to TikTok or Instagram and check out all that beautiful dessert footage, Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. All right, now it's time to take a quick walk on over to that wall of fame, baby. First up, we got my man George Eagle in the building, Brian Stover, Dan Spano, Shannon the Insano, Bob Korowski, and my man Detroit Drew, man. Pistons season is coming, and get your good Pistons content over there on Detroit Drew's YouTube channel. For several members, we got my man Cop Ice Cold, Batman of the 313, and my man Henry Wallace. It is Tuesday, so tomorrow is what? Gold members meeting, man. We had a 4-part last week. It will be straight this week, man. Gold members meeting 3:00 tomorrow. My man, Mr. Reliable Michael Huck, he'll be in the building. Larry McQuiston, my man, North End Ken, just in the D. Lady Lionel Deuce Baggio, the jazzy one, Paul Jarose, Utah, hanging out over there in Utah, and the Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join now button in the description. Now it's time for final thoughts. What you got, my man, LL Cool Torrance?
Well, on this Tuesday, Two-Piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and possibly Dollar Coney Tuesday, depending on where you're at, have a great day. And let me tell you a short story about, or give you a preview of my game analysis for the Vikings game in Week 14. Fuck the Vikings.
F everybody.
Wow. You know, I just hope that that the injuries are not too bad. I know losing Tracy Walker hurts. I know losing DeAndre Swift hurts, but I just hope the Lions have built, you know, enough to be in a place where we can kind of steer the ship a little bit as people recover from these injuries, Swift, and you know, and hopefully we can find a replacement for Walker. And you know, I know it's gonna hurt, man. I just hope that everything be okay. And this week is rivalry week in Jackson. What does that mean? That means Jackson Northwest is taking on them Jackson Lumen Christi Titans, man. We're going to war. We're going to war on Friday. We're going to war, baby.
Yeah, definitely, man. We got with the injuries, man, I think we have a favorable schedule here the next couple of games. We got the Seahawks coming up, and then we got the Patriots after that, and then we have our bye week. So I think we should be able to get those guys, you know, healthy. You look at after that, man, you get some guys off of IR, they're eligible to come back coming up here after week 4. So you got J-Mo and Josh Pascal and all those cats that's able to come off the IR when they're ready. Levi Onwuzurike. Some guys should be coming back here and hitting the active roster soon. So I think we'll be all right, you know what I'm saying? And then you can get some guys down the stretch, man. I think bring them back for that Dallas game on the 23rd of October. And I think we should be locked and cocked, ready to go, man, on the 23rd versus the Dallas Cowboys out there in Jerry Land. So and their defense isn't that great right now either. So we can go out there and tear them cats up out there in Big D. Yeah. All right, man. For me, man, hey, it is Two-Piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, and like my man said, maybe Dollar Coney Tuesday, wherever you are, man. Enjoy your rest of your day, man. Thank you for hanging out with us right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors, and you know, kicking it with us during your lunch hour, man. Continue to do that, man. Come on back, man. Hang out with us, man. We appreciate you right here on the show. Hey, it's still Mental Health Awareness Month, man. September is coming to a close, but don't wait, man. Any day of the year that you need help with your mental awareness, man, mental health, man, get it checked out, man. You know, you can't do it by yourself, man. Sometimes you have to ask for some help, man. And people out there with degrees, even if it's just talking to a friend, man, you know what I'm saying, to get yourself right, man. But if it's so serious where you feel like hurting yourself, please get some help, man. That's imperative, man. We don't want nobody leaving here because they didn't get the help that they needed, man. And it's out there for you. So take advantage of that in Mental Health Awareness Month. If you're getting overwhelmed at work, man, hey, you know what you got to do for your boy Kirsten, man. Take a deep breath. Woo, sigh, get refocused. If you need some help from a coworker or a supervisor, go ahead and ask for that thing, because asking for help is a sign of strength and not a weakness. So you had your lunch. You know what I'm saying? You got some Lions news. So go ahead, that napkin, throw crumbs off your face, man. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. From my fellas, LL and Coach Mike Jones. This is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.